Hey guys, welcome back to another week of Ticket Tuesday. I'm your host, Ronan HD. So yeah, this is going to be a great time. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Ticket Tuesday. I'm your host, Ronan HD, and today we watched Beast, starring Idris, Elba, and that one guy from Hardcore Henry. Yeah, you know the one. But basically, this movie was it was okay. So I liked this film, alright? But I just feel like my main gripe with it is that, like, I ended up craving more of it by the end because I just didn't really... It wasn't satisfying to me. The ending just wasn't satisfying. And there was nothing... I don't know, it just didn't feel right. I just wanted more, like, maybe action, more blood, more gore, you know? Like, I was hoping for more of a horror movie than, like, a thriller monster movie. And that's kind of more what this was, with like light horror bits. And I'll tell you more back at the house.
We're in his territory now. It's the law of the jungle. It's the only law that matters.
I've got to get my girls out of here.
I need you to trust me right now.
I'm coming back.
Don't you move, okay?
Where did he go?
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Ticket Tuesday. I'm Ronan HD, almost forgot. This week, keep rolling, we're fuck it. Anyway, so I'm Ronan HD, and this week we watched Beast, the film starring Idris Elba and Charlton Copley. Nailed it. If you don't know who that is, you probably do, but you just don't know his name. I'm a fan of Idris Elba and Charlton. I like them. I'm a fan of a lot of the work that they're in. Like a lot of the films that they're in. I like them. I'm a big fan of these two actors. And honestly, I feel like this film was okay. You know, the film was okay. I just kind of feel like I was craving more. Like I said in the intro, like, the reason I was craving more is because I was expecting it to be more bloody. I mean, there was a lot of blood, but there wasn't, like, enough gore, in my opinion. Like, I would want there to be more gore, since it's, like, a giant-ass lion going on a revenge rampage. It's like a revenge film, but for the lion. It's a lion revenge film. But, like, you would expect that to be, like, bloody and gory. I mean, it's bloody, but... Like, I was expecting some dude to get, like, ripped in half or some shit, or, like a dude to at least lose his limbs. Like, nobody even lost their limbs fighting a fucking lion. Which kind of is weird. I mean, it's a super strong male lion. So you would expect it to at least dismember some people, but it didn't. And a lot of the deaths were, like, off-screen, and that kind of made me a little upset. Like, you never actually really saw the lion maul anybody. I mean, you did, but, like, it was kind of, like, dark, and it was night, and you could barely see it. Like, you heard it. Like, you heard the gunshots and the screaming, but you didn't actually, like, get up and close and personal with the lion as it was killing people. Like, I just feel like I wanted this film to be more graphic. You know, I love gore as much as the next psychopathic film lover, but, I just love gore in movies. Not in real life, but I like film gore. I think it's really entertaining and can be fun. But I just feel like this film could have used that gore to add to, like, to have fun during the movie. You know, you could, like, say, oh, that was awesome, like, the way that dude, like, got ripped in half, or the way that dude exploded and shit. Like, that's something you can, like, talk about in a movie. After a movie's done, you can say, oh, that dude, the way that guy died was awesome, like, I love that death, you know? But all the deaths in this movie just kind of felt a little subdued. You know, I feel like I just kind of wanted better death scenes. And at the beginning of the movie, there's a cold open with these poachers. They kill this male lion's entire pride, and he kills these two poachers. and we see the aftermath of him slashing one's throat, and even then, it doesn't even look that bad. If it's a big-ass lion, it should be, like, imagine if they had actually had, like, more CGI, more, like, practical effects, like, more blood. Like, maybe they could have, like, his head or something, like gushing blood. I know it wouldn't be realistic, but it'd be fun, you know? It would be fun. So, like, I just feel like the main problem with this movie it was too serious, and it was trying to be more realistic, which, with a movie like this, I don't really think it should try to be more serious or realistic. Like, Jaws, while pretty spooky for the time, is pretty ridiculous by today's standards. They literally blow up the fucking shark at the end of the movie with a propane tank. That's pretty ridiculous. And he explodes in glorious fashion. Like, couldn't they have something cool with a way to kill the lion at least? Like hitting it with a car or doing something fun, like ridiculous. Like maybe have something. I don't know. Like a dumb poacher that like gets killed in a funny way. You know, maybe have some comedic moments that kind of complement the like suspenseful and more action bits. Like, you know, they can be a nice supplement, but they don't do that. And I feel like obviously with a monster movie, kind of like, you could say it's a monster movie, couldn't you? You could say this is like a monster movie with akin to Jaws and other, like, animal massacre movies. Usually they don't take themselves very seriously, you know? And if they do, they still have a hint of ridiculousness and not really much realistic stuff. Like, Jaws is not very realistic. Not really. But it's fun. You know, Jaws is fun. And I just feel like this movie isn't that fun. It's like you have to be super serious and super, you know, straight face. I mean, you can laugh at, like, the occasional, like, dumb line here and there that the characters spout from time to time. But that's not intentional. And also earlier on in the movie, when they get to Africa and they're, like, in a house, one of the daughters... I don't remember which one, but she was wearing a Jurassic Park shirt, and that kind of made me think that this movie was gonna, like, you know, Jurassic Park is fun, you know, there's, like, dinosaurs killing people, and there's, like, they're everywhere, there's blood and guts, and, like, a dude getting eaten off the toilet, and, you know, stuff like that. It's, like, it's over the top, right? It's fucking dinosaurs eating people. Like, you can't do that, that's not realistic at all, but they had fun with it. You know, you can have fun with Jurassic Park and still take it seriously. I don't think this movie understood that you can have a fun movie while being able to take the stories, like, a little seriously, you know? But I thought that was some foreshadowing for what we were gonna get, but it really wasn't. Like, it gave me some, like, false expectations, you know? And I just can't get over on how underwhelmed I was by this movie. Like, there wasn't even much... I mean, there was good, like, thriller kind of like suspenseful scenes, but I knew that Idris Elba wasn't gonna die, maybe not until the end of the movie, because they kind of spoiled him punching a fucking lion in the face in the trailer. And that's like the best part of the movie is the end where he's fucking fist fighting a lion, and it's great. But that's the most fun part of the movie, is him just beating down a lion. Like, that's ridiculous, but it, like, tries to take it really seriously. Like, they should have really gone really over the top of that movie. He should have been, like, beating down the lion. He should have been, like, literally, like, MMA fighting that lion. That would have been fucking hilarious, but he didn't. Like, he used a knife through most of it. And I just feel like the movie, as I said earlier, has a problem with trying to be serious 100% of the time. There were no jokes in this movie, like, zero. Maybe there was one or two at the beginning, but I can't recall them. Like, there were no jokes, and I feel like a movie like this should have jokes. You know, it's like a B-grade horror film, or that's what I thought it was gonna be from the trailer, but it wasn't. Like, I kind of feel like the trailer was going in, showing me that it was gonna be like a B-grade horror, like, animal horror film, but it wasn't. It kind of like, I thought it was gonna be like the Jaws, but in Africa, and with a lion. Like, that's how I thought it was gonna go, but not really. It didn't really even feel like Jaws at all, because Jaws was, as I said, ridiculous. It was a ridiculous plot. Like, I don't know. I was severely underwhelmed with this film, and I wouldn't say it was terrible, but I wouldn't say it was amazing either, obviously, by what I said earlier. But I thought it was an alright movie. I thought it was alright, but it just wasn't my expectations, and I feel like I'm gonna give it a rating of like a 6.5. I think a 6.5, and that's, I mean, that means it's alright. It's alright, but, yeah, I don't have much else to say, except, like, complain. Like, I mean, I said I liked the final fight scene, but I feel like they should have, like, amped it up a little bit. As I said earlier, they should have amped up the ridiculousness. Like, I think the best part of it was him just fucking socking it in the face, like, just a fucking, like, a left hook to the motherfucker. Like, that was amazing. But the scene, that was the best part. It was him punching a fucking lion in the face. And the lion survived a car while he was inside the car on fire. This lion survived a giant-ass gasoline fire inside of a car. That is absolutely ridiculous. Like, how would the lion survive that? Did he, like, jump into the water? Like, how did he have time to do that? And if he did, he would have been engulfed in flames anyway, so he barely would have been able to walk. So, it's really unrealistic, but it's trying to be realistic. You know, like, Idris Elba gets his ass kicked by the lion, and the only way he survives at the end of the movie is because he goes into the other Pride, the other one that was it Shorto? That Shorto Copley was friends with. And they end up saving Idris Elba. I don't really think they intentionally saved him. I think they were just protecting the Pride. You know, he was like second. But the Pride was first. They didn't really care about him. They just cared about the Pride, as I said. But I don't know. I think I've said my piece, you know, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you liked it. Share with your friends. Subscribe. Turn notifications on. And also, let me know. What is your favorite animal attack movie? Leave it down in the comments. But what I really meant to say was, because hated this video, unsubscribe, dislike it, tell me how much you hate me in the comments. Signing off.
That's the first time the hat's ever attacked back.